I wrote a LinkedIn post recently about one physician suicide a day in the
Yeah.
U.S. on average.
Yeah.
Right, we're losing about 300 plus doctors a year,
Yeah.
and burnout and the working conditions and environment has a big role to play in that. Emergency medicine is probably one of the most, well, it definitely has the highest burnout rate
Right. Yeah.
amongst physicians. And so for me, it's because I work alongside colleagues, and obviously you do too, but like for
Yeah.
me, it's personal because like I would hate it if someone I was working with went down that path.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it hasn't happened yet, and I hope it never will. But like, if I can just show them that there is something different, like they can have their cake and eat it too, so to speak, or they
Yeah.
can live a good life, make a good income,
Right.
but also, you know, do the emergency medicine thing that they love, their passion, but also explore things outside of that that they really enjoy and have some control over that.
Yeah.
I think one of the key things that physicians feel is trapped.
Very much so. I
Like,
definitely felt
would you
it,
do?
for
You,
sure.
is that what you felt like?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I crave the autonomy so bad.
Mm.
I think a lot of people assumed I went into it for the financial compensation.
Which
but
is
for
nice.
me- it is. Yeah, it is nice. It does make things easier.
Right.
But for me, it was more so like I mean, I've watched a lot of residents and attendings and a lot of people like lose loved ones or go through these horrible crises. And then, you know, what are you going to do? You like now you have to have someone cover your shifts. And, you know, you should have the ability to put your priorities first, whether that's family or something else when you need to. And it's just so hard to do that when you're essentially trapped is what
Yeah.
it feels like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's kind of by design in a sense. I mean, I don't know, you know, how the corporate healthcare system as it is, it's definitely not designed to favor the practitioners or the nurses that we work with, which I
Right.
feel even worse for in the ER. I always tell the nurses, I'm like, you guys you should be making minimum double what you're making, minimum,
Yeah, I know.
because the amount of BS that they have to go through, and you
know.
couldn't pay me enough to do that.
I tell them that all the time.
So I'm always extra nice, even if someone's having a hard day, you know, and a tough day, and might be a little, you know, snappish with me.
Yeah.
I let it go because I know that they're dealing with a lot of crazy stuff.